Yo, what's up? It's your boy Mike Millie, live right here at Get Busy Living Studios. Okay, this is our very first episode of Gettin Busy. I got my lovely co-host with me.
It's your girl Mang-Yee Reverie. Peace. How you doing, everybody? I'm mad excited to be here. So we finally got this project rolling in our first episode.
First episode, we got it together. Manji brought her experience.
My girl Rachel Bailey is in the house, so we've been wanting to sit down with her and just kind of pick her brain about what she's doing and what we got going on here at GBO.
I'm just minding my own business. I walk it like I talk it. I walk it like I talk it. I just move different. I just move different.
What's up, world? I'm Rachel Bailey. I'm a singer, a songwriter. Most importantly, before anything else, I'm a poet.
Not only is she poetic, so she writes her own music, she performs her own music, she obviously records right here at Get Busy Living Studios. And all of the fans, Rachel doesn't call you fans, okay? She has what you call Bay Gang, okay? Bay Gang. So we'll get into a little bit of that. But Manji, you got some questions, so I want to go ahead and let's get the full interview started.
Thank you for being here with us. I like that you're here for our first interview because I've been watching your growth. Let the people know kind of where all this started off.
Everything started off really because my dad was a singer himself, so I was backstage with him a lot. I was in the studios with him a lot as a young child back in Germany because he used to tour Europe. So, I was just riding around with him everywhere and got really inspired. Just growing up, seeing that you realize how much later on that's influenced you. As an adult now.
Tell us a little bit about that. How were those experiences? What did you learn from that? Give us a little bit of feedback on that.
I mean, as far as learning, I guess I just learned just what it's like to be in that environment. Like just how natural it feels to me now is exactly how it felt to me when I was a kid. So.
Absolutely. And you definitely natural on stage. So speaking of stages and performing and things of that nature, you just had a recent show come up. Tell the people about that.
Yeah, I just opened for Ja Rule. That was really dope. It was fire. It was so much fun. There were so many people there that came out, and I was really just shocked with the amount of people that came out for me. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. I went out into the bar area just thinking I was going to get a drink, and then all of a sudden, all these people just came swarming in like, yo, can I get a picture with you? I was like, this what it feel like to be a star, huh? I could do this. Yeah, come on, let's get our pictures. Let's go.
You said you are a poet.
Poetry is a very therapeutic thing for me. Growing up, I was, in a household where there was a lot of domestic violence in my household. And, that's just my story. I'm not trying to throw nobody under the bus or anything, but it's my story and sharing because I know that there's other kids out there going through the same exact thing. So one of the things that really helped me was poetry. There was a time where I wasn't even speaking to my mom. We were just writing each other every night, and that was the way I was able to express myself. And so putting poetry with music, because I've always loved music, it really became a thing where I felt like people could hear me, people could feel me more than just hear me. Because the thing about depression is that you don't feel like anybody understands you. But with music, I was able to feel that way. I was able to feel like y'all can feel me exactly what I'm going to. You're not just listening to me. You're not just saying, oh, yeah, I can relate, but you can really feel me. So.
And I think that's awesome. She said something extremely important because we have a lot of youth that are going through these different type of emotions and may not feel like they're able to talk to anybody. And we all have to have outlets. You may not be a singer-songwriter. You may be an actress. You may be somebody that, I don't care if you're, cleaning the bathrooms at your third job, but everybody has to have an outlet. And I think it's super dope that was your outlet. And that's kind of what led you into what he said, which is the Ja Rules and the bigger shows and just all the really cool things that you have had growing up.
Major testimony because obviously that's something that you use as your power to kind of get through some of these things, and and you're a real person just like everybody else. That's why you can connect to everybody. You can connect to your fan base. You can connect to the people that support you. So the people that do support you, you have a name for it. I'll let you tell them, right? And not only is it just a name, it actually it means something. There's something that it stands for. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so I don't call my fans my fans. I like to call them my Bay Gang. And Bay stands for be an example. I like to speak life to those that support me as they speak life to me. So being an example is just, really just doing what you love, being you, being real, being authentic. It's being out here and living your life to the fullest, and doing it through love. So it kind of became a triple entendre for me because my last name is Bailey. Like all my friends call me Ray Bay. So
It's your Rachel Bailey. Okay, so Bay Gang, which I absolutely love. And then so you got all kinds of bays. Okay, so but one more time though, because we told them kind of quick. What exactly does BAE stand for? So it's BAE. Tell them what that stands for.
it means be an example. Be an example. Simply put, and you could rep that all day. You could be male or female and rep Big Gang.
I love it. It's like the beehive. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that thing.
You got Beyonce, you got Cardi B, but guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You got Rachel Bailey, and that's just, it's amazing. It's dope how you get brought up in those same conversations, because we like to speak things into existence, because we manifesting all year nothing but greatness. And that's
Absolutely.
what we got in front of us.
So, Rachel, I know that you are kind of from all over, because you kind of moved all over, kind of like me. I'm an Army brat. What brought you to Denver to do this?
I kind of got a little bit of roots here. My mom graduated high school from here. My grandmother moved out here years ago. So, I used to live here as a kid, elementary, middle school, and I decided to leave halfway throughout my middle school, and I moved to North Carolina. So what brought me out here was I would come out here every summer, and I'd be like, dang, why do I keep leaving this place? I love it so much, the East Coast, it's a great place to be. I love the East Coast so much, I really do. But it's really nice to be in Colorado. We're landlocked, we're in the middle, so you can't really, on the East Coast, you can jump on a train and be somewhere. I could be in New York from North Carolina in 10 hours on a train, you know what I mean? In Colorado, you kind of gotta get involved with your state. You gotta get in some nature, and then you have the city. So it's a great balance. There's not too many distractions out here, which I love, because I'm able to focus on what I need to do as an artist to become better. So.
Super dope. And I know that Denver loves having you represent for them.
So I definitely just dropped a new video. It's called Different. And that is definitely something I like to live in the now. You got to plan a little bit, definitely. But right now, I just dropped a really dope video, shot by Dreamers Day, to my song Different. That was done here at GBL. So that's really dope. Yeah, I'm really excited about that one. And then I also got a project that I'm dropping. I actually just got the date today. So. Y'all will be the first exclusive ones.
Okay.
Oh my!
We like
yes,
exclusives.
I cannot wait. So you're dropping new music. Any shows coming up?
Shows, we're working on this EP to get this EP out. Okay. And then as these shows roll in, y'all will be hearing about it. You can find the shows, all my tour dates on my website at officiallyrachel.com. Simple as that. You can just sign up for the app at the bottom of the page, and it will actually send you an alert every time I have a new show and I post that. So right now, it's just time to get busy and really hone in on this EP, which I'm really excited about. It took me I would say over a year to come out with the amount of songs that I have. Yeah. And I'm just trying to make it very, very difficult for everyone to be able to be like, yo, this should be on the EP, this one, you know what I mean?
Exactly. That means he's going to have banger after banger after banger.
My girl Rachel here had the #2 song alongside Trev Rich. Salute to Trev Rich. On
Shots out to Trev.
107.5, where
Absolutely.
I'm a DJ at. So I was very proud watching her do that release on FM radio. Everybody says it's impossible. You can't get on the radio. It is not impossible. She figured out the way. She made her little noise. She had her steps, and the radio showed her love. She actually peaked at #2 for us. She was one of the most requested, just constantly. How did that make you feel as far as the radio goes?
Made me feel like it's time to go harder. Straight up. Oh, I could do that? That's possible? What else is possible? That's how I feel. Yeah. And so that's where I'm at right now. I'm just I'm just ready to get better, and I'm ready to expand more, and I'm ready to see what, I've always dreamt of that moment being on the radio. You know what I mean? That, to me, that was indescribable. I can't even describe it, how I felt. I mean, just overjoyed, just so happy, just for real.
You remember where you were at the first time you heard the song play?
I do, yeah. I was at my uncle's restaurant, because that's where I work. And I walked into the restaurant, and the radio was already playing on radio.com. He pulled up the app and everything, played it on the iPod, and blasted it throughout the. So you were at work? I was at work, and all of a sudden I hear it come on. They say my name, Rachel Bailey, Trev Rich. This is her new single, Down. I was like, oh my God! I just screamed. I ran up and down the restaurant. Like, all my coworkers were like, oh my God, that's you. I'm like, yeah, I told y'all. I told y'all. So
That is super exciting. And I think the other thing I wanted to hit on before we close this down is your biggest show. Like, I was actually present for that one, but I'm going to let you tell everybody what that was like, you know, how to come to, how you felt.
I got a phone call from Trev Rich. I was at my job at the time. Like, I'm always, if I'm not here or on stage, I'm, you know, grinding at the job, at the side gig. So Trev calls me up. I know if Trev's calling me, I'm like, yo, something important. So I pick up the phone. He goes, yo, so I'm going to be at the Pepsi Center performing. I'm just geeking for him. I'm like excited for him. Like, yo, that's huge. That's big. Like, that's crazy. And then all of a sudden he goes, so it's only right that we perform our radio hit together, Down. And I was just like, are you serious? And I was like, get the bleep out of here. I was like, that's all I said. And Trev was like, yeah, for real. Like, I'm serious. So I had to keep this in for like 3 weeks, like not say nothing. And I was just itching to tell everyone. I could not wait. I was like, I'm going to let Trev make the first move, and then it's on. Like, I can't wait. So that was, and then as soon as we got to the Pepsi Center, I think that's when it became real. Like, doing sound check, seeing all those empty seats, and I was just envisioning them already full, and I'm just like, dang, yo, like, this is how I'm supposed to be treated, like, you know, like, this is where I'm supposed to be at. So when it came down to it the night of, when I did, you know, begin to perform, like, I felt at home. Like, I was just in front of all those people, and I just wanted, like, you can see the video on my Instagram. You'll see I'm just, like, in the front. I didn't even move. I was just like, look at all these beautiful people. Like, this is crazy. Like, I'm still, like, the reason why I'm looking up is because I'm literally just, like, picturing this all over again.
Yeah, that halftime show was dope. It was actually televised. I saw it on ESPN. We were able to see, you know, so
Nationally
it was
televised.
a major moment. It was the first time that the Pepsi Center had actually let an urban act perform at that halftime show. So not only to do the show like that, it's a historic moment for artists here in the city. So again, nothing's impossible.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check us out at GetBusyLivingStudios.com. That's where you can find all the different episodes. This is your very first episode of Gettin Busy, right here live at Get Busy Living Studios, featuring no other than the lovely Miss Rachel Bailey.